Tennessee Williams Festival St. Louis celebrates the art and influence of the famous author. Joining us today is Executive Artistic Director Carrie Houk. Welcome, Carrie.
Hello, Sarah. It's good to be here.
We love having you here at STL TV. You always have something new and exciting that you're doing here in our city. All right, so the latest and greatest, which is actually the second annual.
Second annual.
Tennessee Williams.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we inaugurated a year ago in May, and this actually was spawned out of a production of Tennessee Williams called Stairs to the Roof that I did in October of 2014. And we sold out 3 weeks, like boom. And I realized that there was a huge thirst for his work in the city where he spent 19 formative years.
Yeah.
And his years here, I believe, really informed a lot of his plays, poetry, short stories.
Well, 19 years is a long time.
It is a long time, and this is not his hometown, and some would say it probably wasn't his favorite city, and yet he did love the city here. Some parts of his life were somewhat tumultuous when he was here, but if you read his extensive body of work, which is over 200 plays, many short stories, beautiful poetry, you see how St. Louis just has infiltrated his work.
Yeah.
And I felt that it was time for our city to honor him. He really is America's greatest playwright. He's America's Shakespeare. And I wanted St. Louis to have some ownership of him.
So last year, you started the festival, the Tennessee Williams Festival St. Louis, first annual.
Yes.
And it's grown.
Yes.
It's bigger and better this year, coming up in May.
In May 3rd. The actual festival dates are May 3rd through 7. But in the last few days, we have extended some of the performances and actually added one on May 8th because some work presented itself that was just too good to pass up.
Yeah.
And then we're seeing such great enthusiasm via ticket sales for certain pieces of the festival that we could extend, so we have.
So the festival itself encompasses his plays, obviously.
Yes.
How many plays will be performed?
We have about 5 productions. We have many educational panels. We have a bus tour of sites where he lived, worked, did theater, where he's buried. We have a Stella shouting contest on our closing day. We have a cabaret this year starring Anita Jackson, who was in our festival last year as a Williams character in the play Hello from Bertha. She returns as that character in a cabaret at the Curtain Call Lounge. We're bringing in a play from Miami in Spanish that comes by way of Havana with a really famous director at the helm of that. It's an adaptation of A Streetcar Named Desire. Okay. So there's something for everybody.
Right.
Williams wrote a lot, and he wrote beautiful poetry and essays as well. So we have a tribute night that sort of encompasses those with some monologues. St. Louis's really top-of-the-line talent is involved this year, as was last year, too.
And Williams still has descendants in the area.
Yes, his niece, Dakin Williams' daughter, Francesca, lives in Illinois right across the river. And last year we presented an evening called Ensemble in which family letters had been unearthed in her basement, and we had really wonderful actors presenting them to an audience. The show has now grown. It's expanded. She's added music. She's added some film clips. And it's going to be headlined this year by Angelica Page, who is Geraldine Page's daughter. And Geraldine Page was an actress who did a lot of Williams' work. So we're really excited about that. That's the event we added the day after the festival technically closes on May 8th.
Right.
All the events are in the Grand Center footprint. We're at the new Dotzak Theater. We're at the Marcel. We're at the Curtain Call Lounge. We're at the Stockton House, where we do a site-specific piece. We're doing a play in an historic house in Grand Center, which we did last year. It was a big hit. And the most exciting piece of the festival for me is the fact that we're bringing Tennessee Williams paintings to the St. Louis University Museum of Art.
And those are coming via Key West, right?
They're coming from Key West. They've only left Key West once, and that was to the New Orleans Festival Tennessee Williams Festival,
Yeah.
which is 32 years old. So
Yeah.
I'm really proud of the fact that we've scored this coup so early on.
That's fantastic. All right, everything, all the events are available, information on the website.
Yeah.
So look there for a detailed schedule of everything about the Tennessee Williams Festival St. Louis. You can't miss it. There's lots going on for everybody. So visit TWFSTL.org for all of that information. And stay with us at STL Live. We'll be right back.